Hello everyone! The stage that is served up today reminds us of the great classics of cycling. The reason is that the finish is atop the renowned Mur de Huy, traditional decider of the Flèche Wallonne, with its sections at close to 20%. Certainly one of the toughest kilometers in cycling ever. The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
One and a half minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go.
The intermediate sprint is approaching. The sprinters are likely to give it their all, as this will be their only opportunity to gain points today.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys. There's nobody dangerous for the overall standings.
The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable. The first climb of the day is classified as 4th category. There will be 1 point that goes towards the mountain standings. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings.
It's a tight-packed peloton that's entering the final stretch at Huy. The favourites and their teams will have given no hope to the baroudeurs. The riders are on to the Côte d'Areth, a 4th category climb that is 2 kilometers long. Breakaway over. 10 kilometers to the finish, and 2 more difficulties on the menu. The Mur Saint-Léonard and the Mur de Huy. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out! Counter-attack at the front of the peloton. The riders will be able to take a short breather on the way down. However, they will have to stay well placed if they hope to win at the top of the Mur de Huy with its sections at nearly 20%.
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. His team is after you because he's surely aiming for the stage win. Go do your utmost. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Another 500 meters and the riders will turn right and begin the ascent of the Mur de Huy. And they're off. The punchers will now be able to sort it out between themselves.
soon have no more energy for an attack.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
This stage is his. He was the... He's among... We can...
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage... Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint... We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't prove me wrong. We retain the yellow jersey. It's today's source of comfort. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. Considering that we're top of the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. Keep something in reserve in order to answer attacks, because we don't have a huge lead. We're amongst the...
Hello everyone, it's a real roller coaster of a stage that awaits the riders today. There may be no climb above a Category 2, but riders will still have to stay alert. The succession of mountain passes could well be a test for those with sore legs. The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
There's a tough start to the stage. The riders begin almost at the foot of the Col de la Schlucht, classified second category. There will already be 5 points to be had for the first over the top.
Keep it up!
The riders won't immediately drop into a descent after the summit. Some might take the opportunity to try their luck.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb. We need to score points for the polka dot jersey. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. The intermediate sprint will be contested just after the end of the descent. Breakaway over. The next 2 climbs are pretty much clones, short, steep and classified as second category. There will be 5, 3, 2 and 1 point to be taken for the first 5 riders at the next King of the Mountains summit.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb. We need to score points for the polka dot jersey. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers. The next king of the mountain summit will bring 5 points to the rider who is first over the top.
You're over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price.
Here we go.
You almost look out of strength. Look after yourself if you want to avoid a blow-up.
"10 kilometers left, and there's one remaining difficulty for the riders. Although it doesn't count towards the mountain classification, with its 5-kilometer slope at an average of 4%, it could be decisive for the stage win. The red pennant, and the sprint is on.
Go! 1 kilometer! Give everything right to the line! Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he soon won't forget and which marks his career. Come on, let's applaud him once more.
We could have hoped for better than a top 10 place today. The podium seemed possible. It's a pity. We could have hoped for better. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage.